Hello, today I'm doing my face makeup inventory for the end of the year of 2023. This was the first video I filmed here on YouTube a year ago. I know everybody says that, but man, it really doesn't feel like it has been a year. I feel like I didn't go through a lot in this year, but this was my Nova year, plus I did a light declutter recently. So I'm expecting the number to go down in most of the categories. Should I also let you know that I kind of broke my Nova? I purchased 2 makeup items, one foundation and another eyeshadow palette. Okay, let's start counting with primer. I'm gonna let you know the difference from last year to now. I'm also gonna include the average age of the products in each category. I'm hoping to use that as a guide to further motivate me to use up some of my old makeup. Also, I'm hoping seeing the average age of all my makeup combined would somehow inspire me. I'm quite spontaneous. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I know I wanted to include the age of the products. Okay, let's start with primer. At the end of the last year, I had 12 primers. Throughout the year, I did finish up 4 primers, so these 8 primers are what technically stayed. This tool was purchased at the very end of last year, so this tool was not included in the previous inventory count. This one, however, is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. I just somehow didn't include this one in the previous count. It kind of like fall off the radar. I think maybe I was trying to use this one as eye cream, but technically this is a makeup product, so I'm gonna include it in today's count. So the inventory count for primer is 11. I only brought 1 down. For the average age, I'm gonna calculate the age of the product based on today, regardless if they're still with me or not. So the average age for the primer category last year was 5.03, and the average age for all the primer I have today is 3.8. I know you don't do age that way, but the age can sort of tell me that there's a little bit new blood or refreshment going on in this category, which is what I kind of want to see in my collection as a whole. Some old, some new, right? Anyways, for the next year, I definitely want to work on this category to bring the numbers down. Like this one is almost done, it's in my project pan. Perhaps I would want to finish another, 3 or 4 more primers in addition to this. We'll see. I had 5 foundations at the end of last year. I finished the Boudoir foundation recently, and kind of like at the same time I bought this one from Make Forever that I always wanted to try. So the foundation count is the same, and the average age for the foundation went from 6.4 to 4.2. I'm really happy with this category, and in 2024 I'm hoping to finish 2 more foundation. Yeah, and I think I'll be happy with having just 3 foundations moving forward. Nothing more, nothing less. I had 8 concealers last year. I finished 3, now I have 5. I'm pretty happy with this. And the average age for this category went from 7.5 to 6.8. That is still downward, which is good. In the upcoming year, I'm hoping to finish this 2 concealer. And my happy number for concealer is between 2 to 3. So if I finish this 2, I'm happy for the next year. Okay, compact foundation. I had 4 last year. I used up 1 through project panning. I decluttered 1 and I didn't purchase anything, of course. And that leaves us this 2. The average age for this category went from 6.5 to 5.5, which is also good. I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to finish any of this in the upcoming year, because both of the shades does not match me very well. This one is too light, and this one, I just didn't know better, I guess. I didn't do a good shade match. It's a little bit dark on me, which is okay. I'm working on them. Yeah. For powder, I had 9 powders last year. I guess for the rest of the categories, the numbers are mostly gonna go down because I didn't make any new purchases. I didn't finish up any. I decluttered another 3 of the Everyday Minerals mineral powder. So that left me 6 powders for this category. The average age for this category went from 8.8, or I guess 8.9, to 7.3. I will definitely finish this one in the upcoming year. After that, I think I'm happy with the variety I have here. Yeah, they each exist for a very different purpose. And I don't think I'll purchase anything new for this category unless it's to replace one of those. These are the blushes I currently have. The way I do my blushes is if they're like depotable, even if they're in a palette, I count them as a single blush. For this category, at the end of the last year, I had 17. I used up 1 of the Lancome blush, so that brought down the number by 1. And the average age for this category went from 9.1 to 8.8, I guess 8.9. Not by much, but it's still a good indication that the blood is flowing. In the upcoming year, I'm hoping to finish at least 2 blush. How? I don't really know because blush can be really hard. And I'm also using some of my lipstick as blush, and that's taking away some of my attention. I think my happy number for blush would be around 10 to 12. But for now, I'm not feeling the pressure. Maybe when the average age of this category goes up to 10, if I'm still in the same boat, I would consider declaring some. But for now, I'm just blushing it away. If any of you out there gets me. Highlighters. I had 9 highlighters last year. I didn't use up any. I decluttered one of the Josimera Argan Illuminator. Like, I tried to use it through my project pan. Just no, couldn't use it at all. So I ended up decluttering it. And now I have 8. The average age for this one did go down a little bit. It went from 8.44 to 8.38. Yeah, it went down by the slightest, but still good indication that there's movements going. Wait a moment, this is not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing 2. Oh my god. I was counting without counting right. I missed this 2. This one's from Anastasia and this one's from The Balm. For the next year, I have no idea if I will finish any highlighters here because I am planning a highlighter from MAC. But I kind of want to start incorporating Shop My Stash to start rotating them into my everyday makeup drawer. I don't think I'll be able to finish anything, but you get what I'm saying. I want to start using them. I would start making some usage out of them in the upcoming year, that's for sure. For bronzer, last year I had 11. I used up 1 from NARS, and right now I have 10. But I'm actually gonna go ahead relocate this one to eyeshadow because this is not really a shade that I would use to bronze whatsoever. But instead, this makes a great transition shade. So I'm removing this one from this category. That brings the number down to 9 from 11. And the average age for this group went from 7.91 to 8.11. And my goal for this category for the next year is to perhaps bring the number down just by 1. The next category is face palette. It didn't change. I had to last year. I still have to this year. The average age for this group is 5.5. That is gonna go up to 6.5 by next year, unless if I finish this bronzer and highlighter duo from MAC, which I am trying to through my project pan. The last category is face mist. Last year I had 4. I had 2 of the Urban Decay All Nighter and another Fix Plus from MAC. I finished the Fix Plus kind of like in the first quarter of the year, and I also finished All Nighter just recently. So that's bringing the number down by 2. And average age went from 7.75 to 7.5. This one is almost done. It's like pretty much already gone. I don't really know what was going on with me that I didn't finish this one because it's probably just another 5 uses in there. Yeah, this one's gonna be gone for sure by the next year. The all-nighter, I'm not sure, is a big maybe. I would have said I won't be able to finish it 2 years ago, but in the past year, I have been reaching for this like crazy, like every time I do full face makeup, and I have been loving it. So I'm not sure if this bottle will last me a whole year, but I am sure if I do run out of this in the next year, I will get replacement. I'm fully converted to using a setting spray. It helps your makeup look better, and it certainly helps it to last longer. And that, my friends, is the end of my face makeup inventory count. For my face makeup inventory last year, I had a total of 82 items with an average age of 7.63. This year, I have a total of 66 items with an average age of 7.05. So that's 16 items less and 0.58 years younger. This will be the beginning of me really trying to rejuvenate my collection. It's not going to be easy. The pressure will be up as the average age grows. But for now, I'm just going to go with the flow, see how it leads me. And this wraps up the video. Stay tuned for part 2 of the inventory count for the eyes and lips category. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really hoping to reach 200 subscribers by end of January, and I'll be thrilled if you could join me. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. I will see you again. Bye bye.